Hello folks, this is Dave. I'm responding to Rob at Cash Cards, who is celebrating 300 subs. And I've noticed that he's passed 350 already and will probably get to 400 by the time his giveaway ends. Rob is one of my favorite channels. Rob has such a kind and welcoming demeanor. He treats all his subscribers as good friends, responds to comments, and he's a great member of the card collecting and YouTube community. Besides for that, I'm sort of a short attention span kind of guy, and Rob's videos are generally in my sweet spot of 5 to 10 minutes. For his VR, Rob has asked us, what is our favorite all-time home run? And just 2 years ago, or just over 2 years ago, my answer would have been Roger Maris's 61st home run. I think I watched that when I was a little boy on TV. At least my memory is commingled with the black and white images I've seen since then. And I've got some cards sort of from that era. I'll start with the 1960 set. And this is Mickey Mantle, his teammate. Mickey in 1960 had a 162 OPS plus and a WAR of 6.4. He was an all-star and voted number 2 in the MVP race. And this is Roger Maris's 1960 card, and it's his first card with the Yankees, having just been traded from the Kansas City A's. And in 1960, he hit 39 home runs, one behind Mantle's 40, led the league in RBIs and slugging, was an all-star along with Mickey. He won a Gold Glove, and he was voted the MVP of the 1960 season. He also led the league in WAR of 7.5, although that statistic hadn't been invented yet. And then in 1961, that was Roger's big year. There is his 61 card. I have that. I don't have Mickey's. It's kind of interesting because Maris won the MVP in 1961, led the league in home runs, and broke Babe Ruth's record. But Mantle actually had probably a better season. Mantle and Maris were locked in a home run race throughout the year, and it went well into September, and Mantle was injured for the end of the year, and he ended the season with 54 home runs. But Mantle had an OPS of 1.135, led the league in slugging, OPS plus of 206, WAR, he led the league at 10.4, again all-star, but somehow Mantle was voted number 2 in the MVP race. Whereas Maris was much publicized by hitting 61 home runs, and I believe that's his 159th game, and he led the league in RBIs, was an all-star, but his WAR was 6.9, about 3.5 less than Mantle's. It's kind of unbelievable. If that statistic had been known, may have been a different MVP. But Roger was voted the MVP that year. And here is his 1961 card. That 61 pose, I love that. 61 cards had many cards that had great poses, and I liked the colors on those. I wasn't particularly in love with the wood grain when I first got them. However, the photography kind of put them over the top for me, and I really like this set. I don't have Mantle for this year, or at least currently I don't have a Mantle. It's part of a sad saga of my lost 1962 top set, which I've mentioned before. And maybe we'll talk about it again sometime. But in that year, Maris, of course, hit 61 home runs, and Ford Frick had ruled that if he did not hit 61 home runs in 154 games, which is the same number of games that Babe Ruth played in, then it wasn't a broken record. And 61 was put in the record books with an asterisk. And you really need to see a movie, 61 Asterisks. It was directed by Billy Crystal. Really a great movie, really well done, tells the story, I think, pretty well. And so something you ought to check out. So here is Roger Maris on October 1st, 1961, stepping up to the plate to face Tracy Stollard of the Boston Red Sox at Yankee Stadium.
Here comes Roger Maris. Just standing up, waiting to see if Maris is going to hit number 61. Here's the windup. Fastball hit deep to right. This could be it. Way back there. Holy cow, he's Holy cow, what a shot. Another standing ovation for Roger Maris. 61 home runs.
However, on October 1st, 2022, exactly 61 years from Roger Maris hitting his 61st home run, in the Mariners' 161st game of the 2022 season, they needed one more win to claim a wild card spot in the playoffs. They completed the regular season playing the Athletics at home in a weekend series before a packed house. And on this Saturday night game, Logan Gilbert had just pitched 8 innings of 1-run ball, and the game was tied at 1-1 in the bottom of the ninth. Age reliever Domingo Acevedo had just gotten the first 2 Mariner hitters, and Cal Raleigh, the Mariners' regular catcher, who sat out that game and having hit 26 home runs already in the season, was called on to pinch hit. He worked the count to 3-2, and he hit a slider just at the bottom of the zone. The announcers here are Dave Sims and Mike Blowers.
The pitch from Acevedo. A drive deep to right field. Down the line. The Mariners win this game 2-1. The dream lives. They're going to the playoffs. The drought is over. Cal Raleigh. Wow. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Are you kidding me, Cal Raleigh? He gets a slider and hits it off the windows out there for his 26th home run of the year. That's right, the party is going on. Congratulations to the Mariners. A long season gets paid off with a trip to the postseason.
That is beautiful. Mariners clinch the wild card.
A pinch hit home run by Cal Raleigh. He has been so big for this club in the second half. 2 outs and a home run to send them to the postseason.
On a 3-2 pitch, it doesn't get any
A
better.
3-2 slider.
Amen, brother.
Wow.
And here's Cal's Topps Now card commemorating that event. But besides for that video clip from TV, 2 of my sons and my 3 grandsons went to that game. And here is the same home run from a different vantage point. It's hard to witness something like that, a walk-off home run, and not only that, but a home run that put the Mariners into the playoffs for the first time in 21 seasons, and not be my favorite home run. Certainly there was a lot of pent-up emotion in that crowd, as you can see. I think my grandson yelled, "Let's go," over and over for almost 5 minutes. Cal Raleigh has since become a huge Seattle favorite, not only because of that home run, but he has delivered many more home runs for Seattle in the 2 years since. In fact, he holds the MLB record for home runs by a catcher in their first 4 seasons in the league, with 93, this year passing the previous record holder, Mike Piazza's 92. Cal's not a high average guy, but in 2024, he hit 34 home runs, 100 RBIs, and 119 OPS plus. Well, Rob, that's my favorite home run. Hope you enjoyed that. Congrats again on your YouTube milestone, and I know you are well into your way to another 300. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. You all come back now. Here.